Hi everybody, Dr. Martin Filippino, but on YouTube I am Dr. Debunk. Debunking medical myths, garbage, and crap that's spread by doctors, other health professionals, and I guess in this case, wannabe health professionals. So we're going to react to this video because it touches on a lot of points about why you can't lose weight. A little background on me because I think it's valuable for this video. Because this video touches on a lot of points, but their science is way out of date, even though they act like they're up to date. I've been a family practitioner for 32 years, and for the last 10 years, I've been a little obsessed with weight control because it's become an epidemic problem in America. It's almost like we've been infected with a virus to make everyone fat. Of course, we haven't, but... and so now, after 10 years of understanding the three fields that have to do with weight, biochemistry, cell molecular biology, and physiology, all those three fields contribute to fat metabolism, which is what weight is about. And so I've done 3,500 3-month weight loss cycles with my patients over the last 10 years, and I get 30 to 50 pounds off 95% of my patients in 3 months, 3 to 4 months. You heard it right, 95% success rate. So I am America's leading expert on weight loss. And this video is a good way for me to give you some highlighted points to understand it. So let's start.
If you're trying to lose weight, you're probably extremely familiar with these images, all claiming you can easily gain the body of your dreams with just some diet and exercise. You may have found yourself, despite hundreds of crunches and tons of salads, imagining that your body is working against you. Well, good news, I guess. It's not all in your head. Dieting advocates have long subscribed to the theory that the number of calories you consume versus the calories you expend determines your weight. So, to break it down, in this theory, to maintain a certain weight, if you ate a 57-calorie snack, you must then burn roughly 57 calories. And if you plan to lose any weight, you have to expend more calories than you're taking in. But scientific studies are now confirming what we've all suspected. That's a load of hooey. It's just not that simple. Everyone has a friend that is tiny despite eating pizza and Cheetos all day, and another that eats salads and runs but can't lose a pound.
Okay, this is really a big point because they're exactly right with what they're trying to start to show you. And that is diet and exercise don't seem to correlate a lot. I mean, we have come to call it people with a fast metabolism or a slow metabolism. And what they're not going to really explain to you, they're going to give you some loose explanations of this. What they don't understand, and the study they popped up there doesn't explain it, but we know now why people with fast metabolism stay skinny. Because somebody with a fast metabolism, by the way, it's been a 60-year biochemical project. When I went to college and was kind of a biochemist, because I loved it then, that was back in the Stone Age, of course, when the dinosaurs roamed, we studied this phenomenon. We studied, along with biochemical researchers, we're trying to understand how a 22-year-old male or female could overeat 1,000, 2,000 calories a day and not gain weight. And we didn't know. And 12 years ago or so, they began to understand it. Because what a fast metabolism is, in common terms, is your body's desire to waste food calories, not use the extra carb energy to store fat. It's wasted. And that is why there's a difference between people, irrespective of diet. It's what they'll talk about here, basal metabolic rate. But they don't really understand what wasting food calories is.
So why is it so hard for so many people to lose weight? Let's start with exercise. Although exercise is really, really good for you, it doesn't affect your caloric expenditure nearly as much as you'd think. The majority of calories we burn come from the energy it takes for our body to perform basic functions and to break down food, which...
Okay. This is correct. To lose weight with exercise is almost worthless. How many of you trying to lose weight have gone to the gym an hour a day or longer, 5 days a week, and then in the end you lose 5 or 10 pounds? So many women, hundreds of women have come into my office just about crying because it's like, Doc, I worked out like an animal for 3 or 4 months. I started out weak in fat, and now I'm strong in fat. I mean, that's not appealing to women because it's correct. It's not about exercise. Exercise is a maintenance tool to maintain weight. It's not a losing tool. And the basic functions that they're going to mention and talk about don't include the calorie wasting phenomenon that we now understand. They don't realize this. When you hear these 1,500 calorie day diets, 2,000 calorie day diets, that's nuts. That's way too many calories. It's because those numbers included wasting food calories before we knew that bodies wasted food calories. That's why those are too much.
Which is essentially out of your control. Only about 10 to 30% of your caloric intake can be burned via physical activity. On top of that, working out may elevate hormones that increase feelings of hunger. So a post-gym nosh could easily undo that hour of cardio.
And that's exactly correct. If you don't understand how to eat from strenuous exercise, if you just do random eating like so many young people do, you're going to put in way more calories than you worked out, way more. And that's why it doesn't work.
Okay, so working out isn't guaranteed to help you lose weight. Changing what you eat will though, right? Diet management can be more effective than exercise, but again, it's not that simple.
It is that simple. When you contrast exercise and weight, eating is everything. If you want to lose body fat, you got to restrict your carbs as much as you can. Now, you can only do that for losing because practical eating, maintenance eating, you can't be that severe. But exercise is 10% of weight loss and 90% of it is carb control. Maintaining weight is about 60% exercise and 40% carb control.
Generally, when you do lose weight through diet, your metabolism drops. Weight loss also results.
What that means is, and it's correct, when you're dieting, it looks like starvation. The body goes into a defense mechanism mode. And that mode really gets going at 4 to 6 weeks. And so your caloric needs drop dramatically. Because everybody wastes food calories, like I mentioned, but your ability to waste drops dramatically with dieting. And that's why so many people give up after 6 to 8 weeks, because it just doesn't seem to matter, because you don't understand how low you have to go at that point to lose weight.
Results in a fall of leptin levels, a hormone that regulates hunger. This makes it difficult to balance appetite and to burn calories.
Leptin is worth mentioning because yes, it's a hormone that has to do with satiety, what makes you satisfied, the foods you eat and how much of a meal you eat, but it's only one small part of weight. It's a big deal now. It's magic leptin this and magic leptin that, but it's just another fad. It is a player, but it's not magic.
Additionally, some studies show that the more we try to diet, the harder it is to keep the weight off. We cannot catch a break. Sheesh. So why? Why does your body not want you to have the six-pack of your dreams? Well, evolutionarily, having extra fat keeps us from starving to death in lean times. And having some fat on our bodies allows us to maintain energy levels, even when sick. So
wrong. Okay. Maintaining fat has nothing to do with short-term energy levels. What she mentioned before that is critical, and it's not really thought of. It's like everybody's forgotten. And that is, humans have been seasonal eaters. We used to eat seasonally. 3 or 4 months of winter time, starving, no food. 3 or 4 months of harvest time, because they didn't have refrigerators in 1803 in Montana. And so, even though there was snow everywhere. So humans would seasonally eat, gaining weight in harvest time, hopefully storing 10 or 15 pounds to get it off in the harsh winter seasoning. That effect has been blown away by modern society because now we're just harvest eaters all the time. Americans overeat every day all the time. And then we have psycho times from Thanksgiving to New Year's, which actually now is all the way to February, and we binge eat. And so we are sending these insane signals to our body to store fat endlessly because the body keeps thinking there's going to be a 4-month starving time, but it never comes. I mean, we never do. And correct dieting is really imitating a 3 to 4 month cycle of semi-starving wintertime eating.
So some bodies are totally healthy, whether they appear underweight or overweight.
Wrong. That's not true. There's an issue with weight. Complex. If you were 40 pounds or less overweight your entire life and never gained when you were over 50 years old, you could be pretty much just as healthy. Fat is just stored food. That's all it is. Now, above 40 pounds, we have some arguments about the problems that can occur, but it's the gaining cycles over 50 that are toxic to the human body, gaining weight, because that means you have excessive carbs, and excessive carbs essentially have a free radical effect, for those of you that know about that.
There is a spectrum of sizes, like a beautiful rainbow of bodies.
Okay, the video here is showing kind of two chubby fat people. No, that's not healthy. It's not good. Because they're picturing people that are 50 to 100 pounds overweight. Two women there. Not good. Plus, that's kind of prejudice against women. How come the women are so much fatter than the men?
The one thing you can do is embrace the fact that some factors are out of your control. Despite what society has told you, there's absolutely nothing wrong with loving what you've been given.
Okay, that's a total misconception. Loving what you've been given, that means you've been given a fat body by nature. Evolution selected you to be fat. That's nuts. That's just stupid. We are so overweight in modern society today because we massively overeat carbs, we're not active enough, and then we have too many days of stress, depression, and don't sleep, and other numerous small factors. That's why we're so overweight. America has become a country designed to make everyone fat, except for the fast metabolizers who don't do anything to deserve being skinny. They waste all the extra food calories aggressively until 50, 55, and then that starts to go away. That's why we're overweight. You weren't given anything. Okay, so that's the end of the video. And so, a little more commenting on that point. There are vast metabolic differences between people. What's happened in society today is what we call metabolic dysfunction. Metabolic dysfunction is this big catch-all term that researchers use and a very small number of us clinicians that have bothered to really study weight. Because whether you know it or not, we haven't studied weight as doctors at all. Obesity, not studied. Now they're starting to really look at it because it's out of control. I don't need to tell you that. Look at people in the store. But there are various levels of metabolic dysfunction, which is a large category that describes the lifestyle factors, the hormonal dysfunctions, the enzyme disorders that are occurring. And that's where it plays into medicine. This video touches on some important points. And I think the main thing here to understand is that there are medical and non-medical issues that have to be addressed to manage weight. It's something that I have done along with some other physicians and other related health professionals to really get a handle on it. Now, I'm telling everyone that I am America's leading authority on weight loss. Now, you could say, wait a second, Doc, why? Why are you saying that? Who are you? Well, the evidence of what I do speaks for itself. In 10 years, I've done 3,500 3-month weight loss cycles. And my patients now lose 30 to 50 pounds in 3 months, 3 to 4 months, with a 95% success rate. That makes me the expert. And then when they're done losing, they do a maintaining plan for life that works. Is it hard? Yeah. Does it take a while to learn? Yeah. So without giving you any other sales pitch, go to my website, Dr.debunk.com, just how it sounds, Dr.debunk.com, and watch the little 10-minute video, it's free, on weight loss and weight maintenance, what my plan is basically about. And you judge for yourself who's the expert. This video touched on some points, but I can see that their science and understanding is 15 years behind the times. I'm Dr. Debunk, debunking the myths, garbage, and crap spread by doctors and other health professionals. Hi everybody, Dr. Debunk here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my germicidal cold spray. KSK is the world's best natural cold symptom killer. Please like, subscribe, comment, and check out my other videos.